that will be released in the coming weeks. It talks about dungeon balancing and class balancing and haven bag chest and miscellaneous. So I'm going to read with you the main features and the combats and the world and the miscellaneous one more time. And I'm going to read with you some of the class improvements. Like I'll read Masquerader because I have Masquerader, and I'll read Sadia or Sadida, and yeah, Catholic as well. So yeah, just a quick note, the arrival of the first Haven paddock is planned in this update, but will not be available in beta. Changes to the technology used to display the game are being deployed in the beta. Do not hesitate to give us feedback if you encounter any graphics anomalies linked to these changes. So yeah, opening beta 1.19. So yeah, the main features. So the first feature will be the Haven chest receives a small visual update, as well as many new features. So objects categorized by type, sublimation, and rarity level. Okay. Sublimation scrolls, we can get that in Wakfu, and the rarity level, of course. So it's just been categorized. Okay. The ability to sort a tab is added. That's cool. Objects can be moved via quick transfer options to all tabs at once. Items can be selected via shift left click and control left click in a compartment for quick movement to the inventory or elsewhere in the chest. So yeah, a lot of Haven bag chest improvements. Tabs can have an icon which is more noticeable. Tabs can be recorded via drag and drop. Items inside his inventory can be moved when the chest is open. So yeah, the art monster system is evolving. So after defeating a boss in its dungeon, an art monster steadily appears. It can be activated to face an art monster of the family. The steady only appears if the dungeon is completed in competitive mode. The art monster benefits from the dungeon status, its characteristics and bonuses. So new special resources linked to dominant monsters allows you to craft the keys needed to activate art monster steady. New rewards are available from art monster. Okay, so it's available from Haven enclosures. Okay, so the old art monster system appearance in the area over given time interval completely disabled. Okay, that's sad, but you know, the system is not fully implemented. More details explanations will be available in a future dev blog. So yeah, I like where it's going for the Haven chest. Yeah. The Haven chest has been going well. I think the improvements for the Haven chest have been pretty good. They add the zap in the Haven bag as well, so you can use the portal to teleport as well from the actual Haven bag, which is an added feature. Okay, so let's read combats. The way the armor works is changing. The maximum armor a fighter can carry is now managed by a stat called max armor. This stat is not visible to players. Players and their summons have 50 points in this stat by default. Their max armor is equal to 50% of their max HP. So, okay, that's cool. And you have an erosion system added to the armor. So yeah, I hate this effect. This erosion system when you're fighting players doing like PvP. This erosion effect is kind of annoying in my opinion, but anyway, let's move on. When a player takes damage to their armor, it will suffer erosion. This erosion reduces the player's final maximum armor. This system only affects players. More details and explanations will be available on future dev build. A new option is available in the character interface. So the default shortcut is P, which allows you to automatically heal the character when the fight begins. And using the consumables that restores HP in your inventory, or that the hero's consumption prioritize items that return the most HP, but tries to minimize waste when possible. So additionally, the D-Dump condition will also be cured if possible. But yeah, okay. But don't we use like D-Dump consumables already when your character dies? So okay, automatic. So this option may vary from character to character. Okay. Targeting an entity via the timeline once again displays the boxes affected by the spell in red. The spell preview is updated when another fighter goes out of combat. Changing build in the placement phase no longer prevents you from automatically getting back on your mount at the end of a fight and no longer deactivates associate button. Visual effects no longer appear too high when you start a fight or while you're on a mount. The Maribone has consistent HP beyond level 230. Okay. Fighters now teleport to their placement square instead of running, with a few exceptions. The effect execution limit in the comment is increased to prevent malfunctions during complex interactions, a chain explosion of rogue bombs, for example. So we read combats and we read main features. So we're going to move on to what class was it? Masquerader and Sedida and Catholic. So yeah, let's start with the Catholic. The tarot cards are going to get a slight improvement. Throwing a tarot card plays a slight animation. The operation of the draw pile benefits several corrections. The cards that the Catholic has in hand when a new draw pile is shuffled are correctly returned to play in the new draw pile. The draw pile is correctly reset only, so when the Catholic completely empties it. So the initial intention is that the Catholic can cheat and use the same card twice with a single draw rotation. A new draw pile always includes all the tarot cards without taking into account the remaining hand of the Catholic. These draw problems are cured in the particular by causing a reset of the draw pile. With the revive spell or the casting the revival spell after a draw pile reset with cards in hand remaining from the previous dropout. So this spell is called Feline Leap. The spell has 3 uses per turn. The range of the spell is reduced to 1, and the Catholic no longer gains uses per turn. If it does, do not use the spell. Another spell called Double or Quits. The spell can no longer be cast if the Catholic does not have a dropout. So you got all these spells here, but yeah, the biggest, I think the smallest decrease will be all or nothing. The all or nothing spell for the Catholic, yeah, has 50% chance of also taking basic damage, minus 1% chance per HP that its target. So HP is greater than its target as well. The lower the HP of the Catholic compared to its target, the less chance it has of suffering damage. Okay, so let's read the next one. Sedita, 3.6. Sedita. Summoning a tree from a seed correctly takes into account the initial seed level of the seed to transmit to the tree. So what is meant by the Sadia? So when you're summoning a tree from a seed correctly onto the fighting map, yeah, it will correctly take it into an account. So the seed will actually grow into an actual tree properly. So it won't like, I will start right now, but yeah, it won't just be it won't take longer for it to like grow. It'll just stay. It won't just stay a seed. Let's move on to Masquerader. 3.10. The Zobel has been modified to be more accessible and simpler without gaining too much power. The class gains 1 way to earn Wakfu points by wearing Mask, a spell slot, as Mask Spirit becomes an initiate spell on the 3rd bar. Improved condition, gameplay, collision effect, passive, related to more flexible collisions, a new neutral spell to inflict collisions on a stabilized target. So we got a new effect. We got Coward Mask, and we got Psychopath Mask, and we got Classic Mask and Mask Spirit. So yes, so they made improvements to these spells here, and you have a new neutral spell for Masquerader. So yeah, let's get down to World. The improvements are being made to the dojo. So Mr. Punchy's got improvements. Pets are visible in the Haven bag. The effects of the legendary artifacts displayed in the Rift bearer has more than 30,000 HP. Yeah, nation governors can now cede territory to another nation once per day. Okay, that's new. Yeah, so Miscellaneous 8. The graphics rendering engine has been updated. The CGGL library has been abandoned in favor of GLSL. An option has been added in Ankama Launcher to switch between these 2 rendering modes temporarily. It will be removed in future update. This option is not available on Steam. So changing the sound of the device no longer restarts the music from the beginning. It is now possible to choose type of vertical synchronization used by the game. The latter is activated by default on the devices which is supported. Several elements of the HUD are now hidden in a spectator mode to improve its readability. 2 battlefields are activated on Sunday. It has the same times as those on Saturday. It is now possible to zoom out further into the Haven bag and Haven world. So yeah, you get the gist of it. So they made improvements on the Arc Monster, massive improvements on the Arc Monster system and dungeon balancing, and a few changes on classes. But I think the biggest change is the Cathlip. Cathlip's got the biggest change right now, and yeah, Cathlip, Scram, and the Hooper Mage, and Masquerader. But yeah, I think Zelo is just having a hard time. So yeah, sounds about right. So yeah, that was it for Wakfu update 1.92 beta news video. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good one.